Hey guys, what's up? Stalked for Success. And today I am discovering and declaring the importance of targets and goals. So you might think, hey, what's the difference between a target and a goal? Well, a goal is something long term, like 6 months to a year. And a target is something that I can see immediately in front of me. Like if you're swimming in a race, or if you've seen it on TV, they have buoys because oftentimes it gets foggy and you can't even see the 10th buoy. All you can see is the first buoy. But as long as you see the first buoy, you can swim to it, and then the second buoy you can swim to it, and so on until you get to the 10th buoy. So the importance of those, instead of short-term goals, I just prefer to call them targets. Has been super important to me. Like I've always intelligently known it, and you think that you have it in your head, but until you get specific, where like somebody asks you, "Hey, what are your goals and what are your targets?" and you can fire them off like that, it doesn't create the mindset and the space to come up with solutions. In other words, you don't even know what you don't know until you start to adopt that mindset and repeat it to your team and repeat it to yourself, so that you understand that all of your decisions take into account those end goals and those short-term targets. In other words, does what I'm doing today reflect on building a profitable business, getting 1,000 people in the LTS, and hitting 100 clients that we fitness stalk? And so it's just been super helpful, and it's allowed me to come up with some different solutions and some creative things that I never would have thought of before had I not had that in place. And it helps me to get rid of some confusion and eliminate a bunch of decisions that I thought that I might have to make, just because I'm clear now on what I'm going towards, so I don't have to swim off in different directions. And you're like, man, that all makes perfect sense. Let me tell you something. I get it. Like I knew that intelligently, but until you get in it and you do it and you set it, it's tough to receive, from that down deep cellular level. So today's mission would definitely be set those targets. And if you don't know like how you need to, like for instance, I have a target of 100. I would say more of a goal. I have more of a goal of stalking 100 people in David King Fitness. We've got 5 fitness stalkers, and I'd like to get those guys 20 apiece. One for our business and for the clients, and then 2 for the stalkers. Right? It's a really cool thing that they enjoy doing, and it can make them a pretty decent living, either as a side living or as a main gig. And so it's just fun and productive all the way around. But I don't currently know exactly how many people that we stalk. I have an idea that it's around 38 to 43, but I can't tell you specifically that that's what it is. And so today I need to go find out how many people are we currently stalking right now, so that I can say, okay, in February, this is how many we want to retain, and this is how many we want to add as we move towards that long-term goal of 100. In other words, a target would be in February. If we're at 40, a target in February would be to get us to 55 and to strive towards that 55 by the end of February. And then by the end of March, we'd like to be to 70, right? And then by the end of April, we're going to be to 85, like 15 a month as we take actions like pitching to our different groups, or doing Facebook ads, or doing a webinar, so that by the end of May we can really get close to having 100 of those people on roll. And of course, some people are going to decide not to do it, so we have to backfill those guys. But to always be taking that action towards that goal with those short-term targets. So hope that was helpful to you guys. We'll come back to you soon. It's Talk for Success. Let's do this.